Hey you! So I don't really know how to talk about what I'm about to talk about, so I apologize if this video is just going to be a big old ramble, but whatever, let's do it. So I've always been very up and down with my emotions. When I was younger, I got sent to a few therapists and they thought I had attention deficit disorder, Asperger's, autism. Basically, they never really got beyond the A's on the list, but they kind of eventually ruled all those out and just said, this kid's fine, on your way. And that was fine because it just meant that for my life, I spent a lot of my time accepting that if I had a problem, that it was just something that I needed to deal with. I had nothing to blame on it. If I was overweight because I overate, I was not getting anything done because I'm lazy, and whenever I wasn't happy, it was just because I wasn't doing enough to make my situation in my life better. And that was fine. But for the past couple of years, I've been kind of getting worse and worse in my head, and I kind of finally reached this point where I caught myself going to bed at 8 p.m. Not because I was tired, but just because I didn't care about being awake anymore. And I decided that I was bored of being bored. I mean, I just have no interests, no passions, no hobbies, no goals. I mean, fuck, I lost interest in playing video games. And for me, that's when I know something is wrong. I didn't want to do the things that I enjoy. And like I said, I take responsibility for my flaws, and I didn't like the idea of there being something out of my control. So I really had to dig deep and suck it up and decide that I needed to go to a doctor. And my friends have been telling me to do this for ages, but it was just kind of like, I'll get around to it. But I did it. I went to a doctor, and they gave me this form, and it was like all these feelings, and it was like, do you often feel worthless? Do you often feel like a failure? Do you have no interest in anything? And it was like from like very very not true to extremely true, and I was going through all these things being like, yes, 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 oh, this is bad. And it was only the only one that I didn't like tick yes on was a question that was, do you often have thoughts about killing yourself? To which, no, I maybe a lot of things, but suicidal is not one of them. The closest I get to a suicide is in my videos and in my cartoons. And a lot of you have kind of noticed the influx of suicide jokes in my videos lately, and I hate this, but I genuinely believe that was subconscious. But please, no one think that I am at any risk of that. That is not true. The problem is not that I want to die, it's just that I just didn't/don't care about being alive anymore. But the doctor very quickly came to the assessment that, hey, you have severe depression. And that was pretty tough to swallow. And I got put on these pills, and they say that I need to go do therapy and sit on that sofa. I think it's like it is in the movies. I don't know. And I will, and that was just very very intense to kind of be told. But yeah, I'm on these pills now to kind of fix my head, and it's good, and I'm cheering up, and I'm becoming a person that my friends want to be around again, and I'm starting to enjoy my life and enjoy my job, and it's absolutely wonderful. And if this video has any point at all, it's that if you feel like you might be depressed, and I think for me the way to figure out if you're depressed is not, if you're unhappy and you're in a bad situation, if you're unhappy with bad things, then maybe you're just unhappy and those bad things need to be dealt with. But if you're unhappy in a good situation and you don't want to do the things you love anymore, if you don't want to do something that you don't want to do, then you don't want to do that. But if you don't want to do something that you do want to do, then that's when something's wrong. But then again, I'm not an expert on it. But either way, if you think you have depression, please go to a doctor, go talk to them about it, and like me, just start your road to getting better, because there's nothing to be afraid of, there's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just that your head isn't making enough of the right stuff to cheer you up. And I'm kind of okay with it. It's still a bit tough to swallow, but yeah. I mean, I accidentally missed the pill to make me not unhappy for 24 hours, and I felt myself immediately snap back into just being this walking corpse, and it was horrible. So no amount of talking with your friends is going to help if you actually have what is essentially a mental illness. I think. I don't know. I'm not the expert on this. So do seek help, please. So that's kind of it. That's kind of what's been going on right now. I'm a little bit broken in the brain place, but I'm gonna get better, and it's gonna be awesome. And I am getting better. And if you are a little bit broken in the brain place, then please don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Go to doctors. They will help. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go back to making videos now. TomSka out.